Hello YouTube, dosmrider here, bringing you another Figuarts review of the Kamen Rider Double Cyclone set. Let's go ahead and get started right away with the packaging. Just like the other double packaging, it is done in a different color than gray. It is done in a green, obviously, to represent Cyclone, and there's a picture of Cyclone trigger and Cyclone metal. Although, like always, you can't tell since they're in gray. Little description of what Figuarts is about. This is Kamen Rider Double, Cyclone's trigger, and Cyclone metal. Then something about double logo down here. And then on this side is done in blue writing, the same Kamen Rider Double name for trigger. And this side is done in silverish writing, sorry about the glare. And then we have on the back here, my light decided to turn on. And two epic looking pictures of them. So there's a picture of the scarf you get, another picture of the two, and the memory gadgets you get with them. So let's go over the figures first, and then we'll do the accessories. Let's do Cyclone trigger first. Since you've pretty much seen all this articulation before, I'm just going to go over it with this one, same articulation for all double Figuarts so far. Nice joint in the shoulder here, it swivels and swivels here. Double joint here, swivels with the hand, I said that already. This shoulder pad folds up. Swiveling at the waist, nice leg joint here, goes all around. Double joint here, no pun intended, swivel, swivel. Toe action here, swivel at the ankle. And 360 head joint on a ball joint. So, same for everything. Cyclone trigger looks very nice. Nice and shiny. The Cyclone side is known for being very shiny from the Cyclone Joker goddamn figure. And then we have the blue side here, which also looks very nice. So he has a very, very cool looking form. I've already taken the liberty of putting the holding the gun hand in because it's difficult to do. I don't want to eat up camera time. Double driver, once again, very nice sculpt. The Gaia memories aren't colored, but there's little lights in here. But overall, pretty much the same figure we've already seen several times already. So let's go on to, well, actually, before we go on to the next one, just a slight loose leg on here, but it's not as bad nearly as my others. Actually, some might not even call it a loose leg. It was just a little bit loose on the Cyclone side. But then here we have my personal favorite form of Double's default forms, Cyclone Metal. Don't ask me why, I just like the way he looks. And all of his joints are extremely tight and very well done. I'm very pleased that my favorite out of the forms turned out great. He looks very nice. Once again, the shiny green, and then the silver looks good as well. He's very, very well done. Once again, same thing here. Shows the colors here. And the holes are for where the scarves go, which I'll show in a minute. So very, very nice looking. So now let's show all the accessories you get. Okay, so you get two scarves for them to wear each individually. You get a giant scarf for any of the doubles to wear that would have Cyclone on them. Just like, especially for the, if you want to recreate what Double does in the opening. You got different hands here, pointing, sort of closed. There's the fist, there's the open. Up here we got pointing, prostate hands, holding things hands. And then here we have the three memory gadgets. I'll show those off in a second. Two metal shafts, retracted and extended. Same details as on the original metal shaft. Two more trigger magnums. And that's it. So what should we go? Let's go over the memory gadgets first. Each of these can go onto the trigger magnum, just like on the show. However, they cannot go on the metal shaft, which I was pretty shocked about, I guess. The details and the sculpt on these guys are actually very nice. Stag looks really great. You can even see the memory sticking out there. Yeah, and there's a little hole here so you can put it on the trigger magnum. So we'll do that in a sec. And then we got the bat shot here. Also a very nice sculpt. It's in its scope mode to put it on its head. And you can see right here, if I can get it out, it comes with an extremely tiny little piece that you can switch the head out if you want. So let me just do that really quick. Awkward silence time. There we go. So you can just have it doing regular, but I might have it backwards. But you get the idea. I'm going to put it back because it's really easy to lose. And we'll put it back in scope mode so we can show it off in just a second. Okay, so now, last but not least, well, sort of least in terms of this set, the Spider Shock. Okay, so we have the Spider Shock. It's got a nice sculpt, not as great at paint detailing as the others. There's no little numbers in there, I'm not surprised. The face, There's a sculpt for it, but there's no paint. It kind of looks like a little skull. Let me show you quickly now the scarves, just like what came with the Cyclone Joker. There's a little peg right here. Just put it in. Really self-explanatory. Go ahead and get that in there. Same thing for this one. Let's go ahead and put it in. Okay. So those look good, and you can swivel those around to do any pose you want. I'll show the giant one on actual Cyclone Joker. You've already seen the trigger magnum before, so I'll just show you one of them. Great detailing and sculpts, as always. I'm going to take the maximum drive one here, and I'm going to show all the little gadgets on it. Let's go backwards. Let's do spider. So there's a little a plug here, and you put it there, and you can have trigger magnum spider shock on, which looks good. And then here we have the stag phone. Also looks nice. It's really cool that they decided to include the gadgets and include that feature. And then my favorite, which makes the most sense, is a bat scope. And here we go. So that looks very nice, and let's go ahead and put it in Trigger's hand. Awkward silence again. Oh, and there we go. Now he's gonna shoot your face off because he's got an awesome bat gun. Check him out. He's pretty much a badass now. Okay, so that's how those work, which is very cool. I'm really glad they included those. Just get a quick look. Here's the metal shaft. Nice sculpted details, just as in the other one. So now what I'm going to do is take this scarf out. I'm going to set this accessory thing aside. Let's take a look at the scarf. Flexible material. Don't want to bend it too much, it'll break. You can see there's a different type of plug here. That focus. Well, there we go. There's a little hole, just like it would be for the normal scarf. And this little other latch here that will attach onto the back of the collar, which I'll show you. Let me grab my Cyclone Joker. Okay, so take the other one off. And so what you're going to want to do is see, plug this hole in here, and then this back part will just go over the collar. Whoops. There we go. And now Kamen Rider Double is looking awesome. Now, it does make him a little bit top heavy, but if you maneuver him in just such a way, he will stay up. Let me get him to stay up. There we go. Let's hope he doesn't fall over. But there you go. That can look pretty epic. And you can also recreate the pose from the opening. So overall, another outstanding set. I like this one just a little bit more than the Heat set, just because of the other accessories like the scarf and the gadgets, which come into play more with all of the double figures than just the set in particular, and also because I didn't have as many problems with this and it includes my favorite form. So if you're a double fan, I highly recommend this set, since you can get the scarf for if you already have Cyclone Joker and the memory gadgets, and it really completes things very nicely. So if you're a double fan and a Figuarts fan, I highly recommend this. So that is about it for this review. Hopefully Extreme Memory will be up next, and then back to the bunch of requests I have. So thank you for watching. Please thumbs it up, comment, and subscribe. Check out dosmrider.wordpress.com and my secondary blog channel. So until next time, this is dosmrider signing out.